So the cleaning of my 8-inch mirror for my XT8 went so well, I decided, you know what? This XX12i mirror is also super dirty. You can't tell here, but looking at it with my eyeballs, it's extremely dirty. So here we go. One good turn deserves another, so let's just take and clean this 12-inch mirror. Honestly, it just barely fits inside of my sink. It looks like the sink is about, I don't know, about 13.5 inches wide, roughly. So first thing, of course, just like last time, we're going to give it a nice rinse with some distilled water to begin with, just to hopefully break loose any larger chunks of debris that are stuck on the mirror. We want to, I might even just go through the whole rest of this gallon just to get all that stuff off. So yeah, there were some big chunks on the mirror. This thing is stored, but I've had it for a few years, and I always keep the caps on it to keep it nice and clean. But feels silly pouring all this distilled water down the drain, but okay, so now I've got a little bit left. I actually have another gallon, so I have, again, it's just distilled water from the grocery store. So I'm going to get that water off of there. And now I'm going to fill up this sink with water, just enough to cover the mirror. So I'm going to plug up my sink with the drain plug. And again, I'm going to fill this up with water that's, lukewarm. Doesn't need to be hot or cold. Just some lukewarm water. Maybe warm water would be better, but I don't know what the heat tolerance is like on these coatings. So again, washing this with soap as opposed to using something like eyeglasses cleaner or something like that, or a Windex. You definitely don't want to use a Windex on this because the coating that's on the mirror can be sensitive, and you don't want to risk destroying that coating, which I may have done a little bit of on my XT8 mirror. I'm not sure, but just going to take the extra precautions here. So again, we're just using regular water here because, mixed with the soap, soap being a surfactant, is going to be just fine for taking, the bits of dirt and dust and stuff off the mirror. So I'm just going to fluff up this water a little bit to get that soap going. It doesn't take much, just a little bit. And, I've never done this before, and I was kind of skeptical. Well, not skeptical, but just, anytime I do something for the first time, it's always like, well, how's this going to go? And my XT8 mirror looks amazing right now. It just looks absolutely incredible. There's not a speck of dust on it. It's still drying. It's got a couple drops of water that have to come off of it. But, it's pretty much perfect. It's gorgeous. It's beautiful. I've never seen the mirror so clean before. So, again, I'm going to use a microfiber towel. Brand new, clean microfiber towel. A couple little flecks of some other fibers on this towel. I'm going to pull off real quick. Just like that little guy there. Pull that off of there. Yep. But this is a nice, brand new, clean microfiber towel. So just like last time, I'm going to make individual strokes from the center of the mirror to the outside. And of course, I'm not touching I'm not touching it right now. I'm just trying to fluff this water a little bit of the edge. I don't want to put any finger smudges on it, so I'm not touching the surface of the mirror, even with the soap on it. Okay, so here we go. Kind of boring, but this is what we do. We just go around, and this is, hopefully pulling any debris, little chunks of dust, whatever, away from the mirror surface, getting caught in this microfiber towel. I basically go around once, and then I go around again. The guy, like I said, the guy whose video I watched do this before, he used cotton balls, and he did it, one at a time. Nothing wrong with being extra cautious like that. I just don't have that luxury because I don't have a bunch of cotton balls laying around. And I honestly think with this microfiber towel and just rinsing it frequently, or squeezing it out frequently, and turning it every once in a while, I think is probably good enough. In fact, I know it's good enough because the 8-inch mirror looks amazing. So he did a really good job. So I'm just using that same strategy here again, just again going from the center to the outside. I wouldn't advise using a circular motion because then you're going to take any little bits of debris and potentially rub them around on the mirror surface and scratch it. So yeah, give this another squeeze. Get some of that out of there, and I'm just going to go around one more time just because this mirror was kind of like extra dirty and I want to make sure that it's nice and clean, because clean mirrors make for clearer viewing, hopefully. And last night and tonight is the supermoon. I didn't have the best success shooting it last night simply because I'm kind of new to the I'm new to DSLR photography in general, but astrophotography is definitely an interesting animal. Not as easy as you would think, especially with the Dobsonian telescope, which doesn't have an equatorial mount. So hopefully my project for the summer will be building an equatorial platform for this bad boy, so hopefully that goes well. We'll see. Okay, so now I'm going to slowly, gently ease up the mirror here, pull the drain. Let this thing drain a little bit. Rinse out the sink of any excess bubbles and soap. And I'm going to rinse this guy with some distilled water. First I'm going to rinse my hands off so I'm not getting any of that soap droplets on the mirror. But again, just using distilled water, what little I have left, and giving this thing a nice, good rinse. Looks pretty good. We'll see if this one turns out as well as the 8-inch. I see a couple smudges at the edge where the retainers go, at the 3 points at the edge of the mirror. I'm not going to worry about that too much since they'll be covered up. And so I'm just going to very carefully lift the mirror out of the sink and set it up to dry. Here are the mirrors set up to dry. Obviously this is the 12-inch from the Orion XX12i, and this is my 8-inch mirror for the Orion XT8. This is the mounting bracket for the 12-inch mirror from the bottom tube of the Dob. So yeah, they're both still a little bit wet. On the 8, I see I just got a little tiny bit of water droplet there and a water droplet here. But other than that, the mirror is just absolutely beautiful. Same with this one. I mean, it's got the water on it, but the reason we use that distilled water, of course, is so that when it evaporates, it doesn't leave behind any minerals on the glass. It just, all there is water, so that should go into the surrounding atmosphere eventually. So anyway, just a demo of how I dry them off. I just set them on a towel leaning up against the wall on the kitchen counter. So yeah, hopefully they they wind up looking a lot better because they were pretty dang dirty. Anyway, thanks for watching.